Charles saying that Cardano is one of the greatest achievements in tech history, or one of the greatest achievements since the American Revolution, that's like buying a Lambo on the day that's the bottom of the market, right? Like that's what that's like in front of everybody, when everybody's suffering, because the Cardano community's suffering. I'm not a financial advisor. Because the Cardano community's suffering. And a lot of them don't like to admit it. A lot of them are diversified. If you're diversified, that's fine. If you got 15% of your portfolio in Cardano, fine, leave it. Who cares? Whatever. If you don't want to sell it, don't. You don't got 15%, okay? But if you got 40 or 50%, or you're heavier than that in Cardano, oh man, I'm not telling everybody you should go sell it. Everybody don't sell all your Cardano backs. It's worth taking a flyer on. I'm not about people that are overcommitted, and I'm not talking about diversifying your overcommitment. I'm not talking about selling your entire bag. You can still love Cardano and believe in Charles and just say, at this point, I love him and I believe him. I'm still going to bet on him, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and take some money off the table, because the odds, because time is marching on here, the odds are just getting a little more narrow. So
I think the part of the problem there, though, is that those people that are in that position, they are so over leveraged that they're so underwater at this point that they don't want to take that L. But at some point, you got to take it and move on and make that, turn it into a W.
The 80 people, they've got to have questions about what's going on. You can't just throw this faith in this man and say, eventually, all the people are going to start using it. What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on? Were the users waiting on the decentralized governance? You think they care? You think new users care about that, really? I'm sorry, guys, they just don't. And I used to care about that stuff a lot until I realized the entire financial system is a scam. And now cryptos fit right within that. And to continue on reading my tweet here, the community is being told all of this is a big event, and the implication is that just like previous major hard forks, the price will pump. Charles doesn't like to talk about price, but he is aware that that is all most people care about. And the price will likely go up throughout the end of 24 and continue into the 2025 bull run. The price will go up of Cardano or of ADA at one time, at some time. But it won't outperform its competitors and will definitely permanently fall out of the top 10 after this run, I believe. But it is likely to remain in the top 20 just because of the massive head start it has on the competitors in respect to market cap. Let's call Cardano what it is, a failed crypto experiment. One that sought in the earliest days to outduel its one major competitor, Ethereum, by creating the blockchain that solved all of the problems the designers and their devs, whatever, wish they would have done right the first time, instead of creating on the fly, because that's what Ethereum has always done. They've just, they used to call it Serenity. It was called Serenity. That's what it was called, Serenity. They were going to do the Serenity upgrade, and then they decided to go to proof of stake and validator nodes and all this stuff. And so Ethereum had to have several iterations to try to fix, some of its problems. But the point is, Charles said, you know what, I'm going to do this different. I'm going to go slow, and we're going to actually solve these problems on the front end. And, we're rich. We got a few years to wait. It sounded great, but the timeline was way too slow to get this ideal blockchain done. And now all the things Charles set out to achieve, like decentralized governance, are totally irrelevant to the state of crypto today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Charles. And I hate to just be the bearer of this bad news. And I really hate that this is true, because I hate that this is true. But that doesn't make it any less true. People do not give a flip about decentralized governance. The retail investors that you need to come in to pump your project don't care. The institutional investors have already told you, basically, that they don't care. We can see it in the numbers. And what I'm told is, this is not the ethos of crypto. It's not the ethos of crypto. You're right, it's not, but it's the reality of crypto today. It's a reality. And how do we change it? The only way we can change it is over a long period of time by educating people on what reality is. Make you swallow the red pill, the pill of painful reality, where you surrender to ignorance and you refuse to be ignorant anymore. Okay, so those are okay. Okay, you got some government organizations, I get it. But which one of these really evokes some whoa, Shell Foundation? World Economic Forum. I mean, those are the only two on here that probably most people would recognize. You agree? Yeah. So and then the UN, of course, the Environment Program, right? They're all in on climate change, I guess. My point here is, these are not sexy partnerships, guys. They're just not. They're going to tell you they are, and they're going to give you reasons why they are. Because remember, what do people care about? The price now, where the price is going, when it's going to get there, and how is it going to get there? So how's it going to get there? It's got great partnerships. Shell is involved. Shell's involved in oil. You know how much oil there is in the Middle East? Cardano has basically just drilled straight down in the middle of the MENA region. Seriously.
Sick.
Sick. Yeah. You know what? Charles is hanging out in Kazakhstan, falconing and crap. Whoo, that's not true. He's about to be becoming a camelsman. Camelsman. He's going to be a camelsman. That's a great word, isn't it? Camelsman. Gregory Ward says, as much as it sucks, Ben's right. Guys, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not. Find the hole. Find the fallacy. Find the hole. If you're a Cardano community, give me the date. What is your date? When is the date you're willing to give up if it finally is not doing anything? And you want to know the date for a lot of you guys? I know the date. Never. It's never. You're going to hold this thing all the way to nothing. Because by the time you're thinking about pulling some money out, you're so far underwater still, and you could have this money in other projects.